Together, we can protect what we love. What gives us hope? What inspires us? What connects us? Together, we can protect Glacier National Park.
Glacier National Park Conservancy. Protecting Glacier National Park for future generations.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Doug Mitchell. Thank you for joining us for this first ever virtual Backpackers Ball. I can assure you, this is going to be a fun and engaging 30 minutes together as we celebrate our shared love for Glacier Park. You know, I say it all the time, we here in Glacier are so fortunate to have the best superintendent in America, your friend and mine, Jeff Mao.
Thanks, Doug. You know, it's been remarkable to see the impact of the work of the Glacier Conservancy over these past few years. From the innovative and impactful Half the Park Happens After Dark program to the historic Sperry Chalet project, your contributions have in a real way not only helped preserve the park, but actually improve the way visitors experience this special place. Tonight we celebrate a very special partnership. Not all parks have this kind of collaborative relationship with their nonprofit partner, so I am thankful for the Conservancy's visionary leadership and generous contributions. This has been an unprecedented time, but my team and I gather strength from each of you and your steadfast support. So thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. I told you, best superintendent in America. So let's get started. Together, tonight, over 600 strong from across the country, we're about to write the next chapter in this amazing partnership. Check out the great silent auction items, get ready to bid on some incredible live auction packages, and make sure to stay with us till the end to see the reveal of the piece of art you helped build by submitting your favorite photos of the park. Now, let's set a new record for the impact this one night will have on the future of the place we love, Glacier National Park.
Hold on, Doug. Before you get started, there's a special guest who wanted to say a quick hello.
Hi, Jeff Bridges here. All of us here in Montana, we know how important our public lands are to us. They bring us peace and joy. They bring us into community with each other and with nature. But keeping these special places special, that doesn't happen by accident. That's why I am so thankful for your support of the wonderful work that the Glacier Conservancy is doing to keep Glacier Park beautiful for generations to come. Now more than ever, it's important to protect the places that we care about. And your support is going to make possible scientific research, preservation projects, educational programming that wouldn't happen without your support. So thanks for that. And from our home here in Montana to yours, I hope you have a wonderful first, and if we're lucky, our last virtual Backpackers Ball. Thanks for your support.
Wow, I think with that all I can say is the park abides. We couldn't all be together tonight, but here are some messages from our friends and why they support the Glacier Conservancy.
I'm Gloria Borger.
And I'm Lance Morgan.
And we've been coming to Glacier National Park for more than 30 years with our sons, and we can't wait to get back there soon to share the beauty of the place with our grandchildren.
I don't need to tell this group how important and wonderful the park is. It's one of the natural wonders of the world, and the Conservancy plays an important role in preserving and protecting it. We hope you'll give generously this year. Thanks very much.
Hi, I'm Howie Long. Glacier Park means a great deal to me, my wife Diane, and our entire family. That's why tonight we're tuned in to watch the virtual Backpackers Ball. We hope you'll join us in clicking the Donate Now link and give generously. Thank you and enjoy your night, and I look forward to seeing you all down the road at Glacier Park.
I was so inspired by the beauty of Glacier National Park when I volunteered with the Conservancy. I made more art than I had in a long time. A little creative inspiration is good for all of us. So if you support creativity, then support the Conservancy as well.
I love Glacier because here you can have experiences in nature and the outdoors you can't have anywhere else, between the animals and obviously beautiful scenes like this. And I enjoy supporting the Glacier National Park Conservancy because I know that money going to them is going to support everything in Glacier Park. And having grown up here, this place has a special place in my heart.
Hey, Governor Steve Bullock here. Never forget how much I enjoyed being there in person as the speaker at the 2016 Backpackers Ball. And the Conservancy has a lot to be proud of. I think of when they got the Governor's Tourist Award for the public-private partnership in rebuilding Sperry Chalet, and how proud my wife and I were to be among the first contributors. Now, I know when Doug Mitchell asks, the answer is always, what can I do? But I'll put the same on you. Especially in these times, Glacier National Park is so important to us, not just in Montana, but across the country.
What's up, this is Jake
and Kristen
with Hike 734.
For us, every adventure into Glacier gives us something special, whether it's great or small.
Whether it's a grizzly or a white-tailed ptarmigan.
Or a moose or a meadow full of glacier lilies.
And for us, we love partnering with the Glacier National Park Conservancy because they work really hard supporting science and preservation and education in the park to help just continue that amazing legacy that makes the adventure of Glacier so special. So whether you are going to go ahead and make a contribution, whether it's small or great, either way, it's just amazing and such a great way to support Glacier National Park.
Glacier National Park is one of Montana's most precious national treasures. And I was very pleased to work with Secretary Zinke, the Conservancy, and the park in a very historic public-private partnership that helped rebuild the iconic Sperry Chalet. For Montanans, it's so important that we increase public access to our public lands and protect our great national parks. And that's why I'm very glad the U.S. Senate passed my historic, bipartisan Great American Outdoors Act, which will address the maintenance backlog at Glacier to preserve it for many generations to come. Thank you for your commitment to Glacier National Park, and enjoy the rest of this year's virtual Backpackers Ball.
Last year I was so incredibly fortunate to get to volunteer with the Conservancy doing a sabbatical. During that time, made some good friends, did some good work, and made a lot of memories that are going to last a lifetime. By supporting the Conservancy, you give that opportunity to others to be able to make memories that they will share and cherish for the rest of their lives.
Your friends at Glacier Marketing all the way out in Fairfield, Iowa are so proud to support the amazing work of the Glacier Conservancy, and we hope tonight you will too. Yeah.
Love you.
Sorry.
We do.
We love you, Glacier.
Hey, Glacier Conservancy, here at Glacier Guides Montana Rap, we would just like to say thank you so much for all the research that you do for the native fish in the park, and also getting the invasive species out of the park for fish.
Oh yeah. And I love that Glacier Park is a dark sky park. Thank you, Glacier Conservancy, for helping raise money for it.
Let's go Raptors!
You know, it's amazing to have such great partners and enthusiastic supporters for the Conservancy. Doug Mitchell here again. So delighted to be able to be joined tonight by Glenn Flattabo, a dear friend of ours, and those of you who have been with us at Backpackers recently will recognize Glenn as our auctioneer. Glenn is joining us from Minnesota today. And Glenn, just thanks so much again for joining us to help raise some money and awareness for the Glacier Conservancy.
Doug, I'm grateful to be with you, and thank you to everyone at home tonight. We have supporters literally in every state in the country participating tonight. We have supporters all across the country. I will share with everyone at home just one thing personally. I grew up on a farm in West Central Minnesota and have gotten to know Montana, now do a number of events out there. And even though I don't have a home in Montana, there's just something in my soul that has become Montana. I mean, when the plane lands on the runway, I was sharing with you, Doug, earlier, that the plane lands and I look at my wife when I land in Montana and I say, honey, I'm home. And there's just something about the majesty and the uniqueness of the place that has now become a part of my soul. I know many Americans feel the same way that I do, even though we don't have personal ties to the state, but it's a part of, I think, all of us.
As I thought about this night, and I thought about doing it virtually, it's a little bit more complicated. I thought about a young man that I've met, Junior Ranger Tigran, and he is not from here. He's from Ojai, California, but he speaks so eloquently about the care for the park, and he is that generation. He's 15 years old, and he's been doing this for 5 or 6 years as a spokesman for the park. So I asked Tigran if he would speak for us tonight, and he'd take this piece, and I think people will really, like me, be moved by it. So let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Tigran Nahabedian, but most people know me as Junior Ranger Tigran. I love the national parks. I have been a volunteer for the National Park Service since I was 10 years old, and was incredibly honored to represent the National Park Service during some of the major initiatives launched during the NPS Centennial, including the National Digital Junior Ranger Experience, Find Your Park, Every Kid in a Park, and Let's Move Outside with Michelle Obama. In 2018, we made plans and started to prepare for our trip of a lifetime to Glacier. It's going to be an incredible road trip with weeks on the road, and even my grandmother is going to join us. My whole family was excited, and then something happened that turned everything upside down. My dad got sick. He had a tumor, and they didn't know if it was cancer. He couldn't leave the area around our hospital for months. He couldn't exercise. He wasn't even allowed to pick something up off the floor. It was scary. My parents were very quiet. We didn't talk about the future. We were all so lucky that the surgeon saved my dad and that he didn't have cancer. While my father was recovering, we did the unexpected. We went to Glacier. My mom, dad, and I flew to Kalispell. Glacier is the place of dreams. We saw bighorn sheep, mountain goats, and bears. Lots of bears. We ate huckleberries and hiked trails and swam in lakes. But the best part was hiking the whole Highline Trail with my mom and dad. So for me, this Junior Ranger experience represents something very special. Glacier is a magical place, but it needs your help. This Backpackers Ball, I hope you'll join me in making a donation and consider what this park means to you. I know what it means to me and my family. Thank you.
Glenn, that's such a special message for such a special moment. This is the time when we can make a real difference to future generations like Tigran's.
That's right, everyone. Our goal in this live drive giving moment right now together is to see if we can raise $250,000. And these funds will be critical in the coming year. They will help us with trail improvements and access and creating educational opportunities. Matter of fact, Doug, you shared with me school groups from New York or Florida or California that would never have the chance to come and experience the park without these pool of resources. I was also thinking many of these folks that are served right now, we will never meet, but we will make a difference in their lives forever. So our goal together is to see if we can raise $250,000 in this giving moment. All you need to do is click the donate button and you can make a donation. Every gift matters. And Doug, look at this. We have gifts coming in. We have two $25,000 gifts. John and Sarah Graves are giving us $25,000. That's a remarkable gift from John and Sarah Graves. We also have a longtime partner, and I'd like you to share a little bit more about this. BNSF Railway Foundation. The railway has been supportive since the inception of the park. They're giving $25,000. They've been remarkable supporters, Doug.
Indeed, the railroad and Glacier Park are in many ways synonymous back to the days of the Hill family and the Great Northern Railway. And BNSF, and I think you were there with us when we announced, Glenn, that they had gone over $1 million in lifetime giving. So once again, BNSF is right up front and helping us. It's really incredible to have such continued, very, very generous support. That's how we're able to do what we do. Unless people click the donate button, we don't have funds to support those very, very important projects. And Glenn, before we started tonight, a couple of folks reached out to me and asked if they could share a video message to share with the audience tonight about why they're giving and what they're giving tonight. Check this out.
This is John and Dana Donovan coming to you from the back deck of our home in Essex, Montana. As chair of the Glacier Conservancy's board of directors, I want to thank the hundreds of our supporters who are joining us tonight for this virtual Backpackers Ball. Now more than ever, we need to support our park. And the goal of tonight's live drive is to raise $250,000 to fund projects all across Glacier National Park that simply will not happen without our support. Toward that goal, Dana and I are happy to raise our virtual paddles to contribute $10,000 to the live drive tonight.
We hope that all of you will join us in giving what you can to help preserve this very special place for our children, grandchildren, and all future generations. Thank you for your support this evening.
Hello, fellow fans of Glacier National Park. I'm Bill Payne, and this is my lovely wife, Ann.
We've been visiting the park regularly for the last 20 years, and we chose to purchase a small summer place near the park about 15 years ago. We eagerly look forward to visiting the park every summer. Then, about 6 or 7 years ago, we discovered the Conservancy and the accomplishments and good works of this wonderful not-for-profit in supporting the park.
But it's more than the activities and achievements of the organization. We quite appreciate the cooperation between park management and the Conservancy staff. We are impressed with the organization built by a board of directors with a model which allows 100% of our donations to benefit the park.
We are raising our auction paddle again this year to contribute $10,000 to Conservancy causes, and hope you'll join us.
Have a great day.
We are making headway. We are getting closer to $250,000. A huge thank you again to John and Dana for those their $10,000, and Bill and Ann Payne. Thank you for sharing your message. We also have another gift of $10,000 tonight. Lana and Joe Batts. Thank you to Lana and Joe Batts for that $10,000. We are now close to $100,000. We have multiple families coming in at our $5,000 level. A huge thank you to Fred and Shelby Thompson for their gift tonight. We also have Catherine and Gordon Cross giving $5,000. Tom and Louise Bannigan are giving $5,000. Here's a fourth one, Doug. Rick and Levon Bennett are giving $5,000. And a fifth one, Zach and Susie Anderson are giving $5,000. We're well past $100,000. We hope to see other $5,000 and $10,000 donations coming in. Other gifts are coming in right now. We are doing well, Doug.
I asked Mark and Mary Ann to share a little bit with us tonight, and they're at their home, sheltered in place in Houston, Texas. Here's Mark and Mary Ann.
Hi, this is Mark and Mary Ann Miller from very hot and humid Houston, Texas. We truly miss our annual pilgrimage to Glacier National Park. We usually do it every summer.
One of our fondest remembrances is the hike we took our sons, who were probably 9 and 7 at the time, up to Iceberg Lake, and just to hear their squeals as we had snowball fights in the summer. And then coming back down the mountain, we'd have contests to see who could keep their feet in the freezing stream water.
It was so much fun. So please help us and join us to support the Conservancy. It is a great organization.
And so hopefully that our future grandkids and their grandkids will continue to have fun hikes up to Iceberg Lake. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So a huge thank you to Mark and Mary Ann for your generosity tonight. Thank you for the inspiring message. It is working, by the way. Additional gifts keep coming in. We're at our $2,500 level. We have multiple gifts at our $2,500 level. I do want to give a shout out to a family that I know that I've met many times in Montana, Carol Bibler and Jim Watson. Hello, Carol and Jim. Thank you for your gift of $2,500. Every gift is getting us closer to $250,000. Look at the improvements and the benefits that we as a community can make right now in Glacier. Thank you. Keep all of those gifts coming in. I do have one fun surprise, Doug. Country Inn & Suites is supporting us tonight. And they've agreed that they will match the first 10 people that give $250. They're going to match every gift up to $250 for the first 10 gifts. So they're giving a $2,500 challenge match. So the first 10 people that want to give $250, Country Inn & Suites will match that. Thank you to those folks at Country Inn & Suites for that generosity. Doug, we are doing great. Thank you again to everyone for your support tonight. We are getting closer to $250,000. Every gift is making a difference. You're creating opportunities for people across the country to explore and be a part of Glacier. We appreciate every gift. Keep those gifts coming. Just hit the donate button and you can make a gift. Thank you for all of your support. We're going to make it.
Hi, I'm Gracie, Glacier's Park Ranger. I help keep park visitors and park wildlife a safe distance apart and help visitors understand why that's important. This project helps make sure visitors stay safe and wildlife stay wild and alive. Thank you for supporting wildlife shepherding in Glacier National Park.
everyone, this is Lisa Bate with Glacier National Park. I'm up here at Scenic Point today with our graduate student Vlad. We are just in the initial stages of investigating our research into the complex mutualistic relationship between whitebark pine and Clark's nutcracker. We're trying to determine if this ecosystem still functions, and your support has made this project possible. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jamie Belt, the biologist for the Citizen Science Program. We have been doing this program since 2006, and our work is really important because we're monitoring species that indicate ecosystem health for a variety of ecosystems, species that the park doesn't have the capacity to monitor at either the scale or frequency that is needed to make sure that their populations are intact. We are grateful that we can continue doing this work this year and keep our crews out there and on the ground. Thank you, Glacier Conservancy, for supporting the Citizen Science Project and all the work we do. Thank you!
Hi, I'm Mark Beal, Natural Resources Program Manager at Glacier National Park. Our mountain goat research study is helping us understand the potential impacts of climate change on the park's mountain goat populations. Learning how goats use the landscape will help us take actions to increase the resiliency and the survival of Glacier's most iconic species. I'm not kidding when I say thank you for your continued support of this important project.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Michael, and we're visual information specialists here at the park.
We're making season 1 of the Glacier National Park podcast.
Think Radiolab or This American Life.
This project is important because it'll allow people, whether they're here or not, to hear deep and meaningful stories about the place.
Thank you for supporting this project.
Hi, my name is Melissa Slodek. I'm a science communications specialist for the Crown of the Continent Research Learning Center in Glacier National Park. And this week, I just finished an amazing week with 12 middle school girls. They were here for the STEAM Camp for Girls. The camp was focused on documenting landscape changes due to climate change, as well as learning about sustainability and how we can move forward. I am really thrilled the Conservancy funded this project. The girls learned from other women scientists, they learned from each other, and we all had a fun time, which is really important. Next year we're hoping to do this again with 12 new girls so that they can also be leaders and learn and have fun. So thank you again, we really appreciate your support.
My name's Lee Rademacher, and I'm the astronomy coordinator for Glacier National Park and an interpreter on the east side of the park. Behind me, you can see one of the Conservancy-funded projects, these new trailer wraps on our astronomy trailers. These trailers are parked at busy locations like the Apgar Visitor Center parking lot and the St. Mary Visitor Center parking lot, and contain our astronomy equipment that we use during our nightly programs. And now they're also amazing advertisements for those very same programs. Visitors can't help but stop, take a moment to enjoy the artwork, and learn about what our astronomy program is all about. So thank you to Glacier National Park Conservancy for supporting this project, and thank you to all the donors that have helped to support the program over the years. Hi, I'm Mark Beal, Natural Resources Program Manager at Glacier National Park. 3 years ago, Waterton Glacier International Peace Park became the world's first transboundary international dark sky park. The park had struggled with this effort for years until the Glacier National Park Conservancy stepped in with the kind of support we needed to make the designation a reality. We are now in the process of replacing more than 1,000 light fixtures across Glacier National Park to protect our dark sky resources for current and future generations. Thank you for supporting our efforts to showcase and share Glacier's amazing resources. Remember, half the park happens after dark. Now, where's that light switch? Oh, sorry, Bob. Okay, thank you.
Doug, that is truly inspiring. The partnerships that the park has across the country are absolutely remarkable. And listen to this, we are making headway with our live drive. We have additional contributions coming in. We have a $2,500 gift from Leslie Bro of Kalispell and Ken and Margot Jacobs of Whitefish in Park City, Utah. Thank you, Ken and Margot and Leslie, for those gifts. Thank you, everyone, for your continued support. Doug, we're doing great.
You know, Glenn, as we transition to our live auction, I want to say a special thanks to Mo and Kathy Stein. They've not only once again very generously raised their paddles to support the live drive, but Kathy is the chair of our Backpackers Ball Committee, and we would not be here without Mo and Kathy. Thank you, my dear friends. You know, I love the silent auction, Glenn, and you may remember last year we had a donation of an autographed Chris Christopherson guitar. It was a hugely popular item, and that came from our friends Gail and Jim Preet. They sent a message tonight from their home in Chicago that I want to share.
Hi, we're Jim and Gail Preet, and like all of you, Glacier National Park is a very special place for us. We have lived in our cabin on the North Fork for 20 years, and we were married in the park in Big Prairie 15 years ago. The park forms the core of nearly all of our experience in Montana, and as a result, we feel strongly about our stewardship responsibility for the park for future generations.
Jim and I support the Conservancy with our experience and financial resources and encourage everyone to join us as well. This virtual experience is new for all of us, so let's make this a great night for all in attendance and in our collective support for the park through the Glacier National Park Conservancy. Thank you, and let's have a great evening.
Thank you.
And a big thank you to Gail and Jim for sharing your story and your continued support. We've come to a really fun moment. We're going to do our live auction in just a few moments. To bid, all you need to do is click on the silent auction link, silent live auction link to make a bid. By the way, Doug, bidding at home is a lot more fun if you're having a beer or a glass of wine, okay? So get your bidding fingers ready, everybody. Thank you for all of your support. We're going to have a great time in the next few minutes. We have some videos to tee up our auction. Doug, tell us about what's next.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. You know, tonight, Glenn, we get to hear directly from the actual donors of the incredible live auction items. Thank you to these really critical supporters for your generosity. The first package is an incredible opportunity to spend Labor Day weekend right on Lake McDonald.
Good evening. My name is Bob Sandman, and I'm sitting on the deck of an incredible cabin located on Lake McDonald inside of Glacier National Park. This cabin has been owned by my wife Paula's family since 1918. And although we lost it in the 1964 flood, it was rebuilt in the 1970s, and we've been able to enjoy it ever since. Now we'd like you to be able to enjoy it. We are offering up a 3-night stay this September over Labor Day weekend. So get out your checkbooks and see if you can be the high bidder and come enjoy the amazing views in Glacier National Park in September. Help us support the Glacier National Park Conservancy and Glacier National Park. Thank you again for all of your support, and let the bidding begin.
You know, Glenn, I have to tell you, for people who might not be familiar with how special this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to stay at a private residence inside the park at Apgar on Lake McDonald. So don't let this one pass you by.
I was moved by those pictures. The pictures of the place are stunning. It's a remarkable place. 3 nights, sleeps 4 to 6 people. It has a fireplace, walking distance to trails, just an amazing donation. A huge thank you to the family for that gift. We have 5 additional packages. And Doug, I'm moved by the second package. Here's an artist in Texas that is sharing her talents with us. Let's roll our second video.
Hello. My name is Julie Asher Lee, and I'm an artist originally from Missouri, but now live in Texas just south of Fort Worth. Painting wildlife and the beauty of nature have been a passion of mine ever since I can remember. That's why I'm thrilled to be a part of this event to help Glacier National Park and the mission to protect it for future generations. In this time more than ever, our national parks are a symbol of our great nation, a place of beauty that everyone can enjoy. This painting is titled Sacred Mountain, Sacred Souls. It is a 40 by 30 oil on canvas. I wanted to capture the majesty of Chief Mountain and the bison that are being introduced back into the park, overseen by the Blackfeet Nation. I am very honored to be asked to be a part of this event. To see more of my work, please visit www.julieasherlee.com and have a wonderful evening.
You know, Glenn, when I called Julie just out of the blue because I had seen some of her artwork and it seemed to me to capture the special nature of the West and talk to her about the INI initiative, our initiative to bring bison back to Glacier National Park. She made this piece specifically for this event and donated her work. It's incredible.
It is incredible. A huge thank you to Julie Asher Lee for her donation. This piece is 40 inches by 30 inches. By the way, Doug, the more you bid on this, the more it's worth. So bid super high and it'll be worth a fortune. I think it also speaks to the support that Glacier has across the country. I mean, people are rallying behind us tonight from all over the United States. here. This gift is from Texas. It's a great donation. We're now heading to our package number 3. This is an item that I know quite a bit about. I'm from Minnesota, as I said, and we have Jody Glacier, a Minnesotan who helped us secure this package. Jody, tell us about the next piece.
Good evening. My name is Jody Glacier. I am a member of the Board of Directors of the Glacier National Park Conservancy, and I have been helping with the planning of this wonderful event. I am so excited to be with all of you tonight as we celebrate one of my favorite places in the world and join together to raise funds to protect the park for future generations. This next package comes to us from our friends at Minnesota Land Trust and is an exclusive adventure opportunity in northern Minnesota's fabled lake country. I hope you will bid high on this package and come enjoy some special time in the land of 10,000 lakes. Thank you so much for your support of Glacier National Park, and have a wonderful evening.
Again, a huge thank you to the Minnesota Land Trust for rallying behind us tonight. This place is absolutely remarkable. So when you go to Minnesota, you're going to go to Duluth, Minnesota, and then you're going to travel on the North Shore of Lake Superior, what is really one of the most stunning drives in the country. You're going to go up to Grand Marais and then up to the Arrowhead region of Minnesota. This trip, it's remarkable. You're going to have an opportunity to go to Burnside Lake and see actually the home of Sigurd Olson, one of the leading conservationists in the history of our country, a remarkable tour on Burnside Lake. The next day, you're going to have a tour of Ravenwood, which is the home preserve of Jim Brandenburg, who's one of the most accomplished wildlife photographers in the country. Remarkable opportunity. It's going to be guided by the Minnesota Land Trust. It's a great opportunity. Also, by the way, the executive director of the Minnesota Land Trust, Chris Larson, was actually, Doug, at my house last night, literally. We were having a beer, and I asked Chris if he would also do a Zoom call with the high bidder, and he would love to do that. So we're going to set up a Zoom call that you can hear about this opportunity. A huge thank you to the Minnesota Land Trust, Doug.
You know, thanks to Chris and to Jody and to you and all our friends at the Minnesota Land Trust. This really is an incredible opportunity and a really neat partnership that we're developing between our organizations. So again, thank you. We have 3 more live auction packages to hear about, but before we do, Glenn, we've had a bunch of more live drive donations come in. It's truly incredible. Jean Light of Essex has donated $2,000, as have dear friends Nick and Karen Chickering of Whitefish, Jeanette and Mike McKee from Hamilton and Finley Point, and my neighbors Ron and Marcy Anderson of Big Fork, Steve and Jane Baldock of Wenatchee, Washington, the Dales of Savannah, Georgia, Kelly Harrington in Kalispell, Steve and Pat Johnstone from Calgary and Whitefish, Janine and David Trousdale, Brian and Marie Clark. All of these people have contributed at the $1,000 level, Glenn. It's just incredible. Thanks to everyone for their gifts. You know, large or small, Glenn, every dollar matters in this important work.
Well, and I think it really speaks to the specialness of Glacier. We are seeing gifts coming in from across the country. Doug, we are getting closer to our $250,000 goal. So every gift matters. We appreciate all of your support. We are on to our next package tonight. This is really an iconic American place, the Flathead Lake Lodge. Let's roll that video.
Chase here from Flathead Lake Lodge, and excited to donate an adult-only retreat this fall to the Glacier Conservancy. We're always happy to support the Glacier Conservancy and all the hard work they do. The park is obviously, you know, a cornerstone for this area and the community, and all the amazing projects and education that the Conservancy does is an easy thing for us to support, and look forward to continuing it. So we hope you'll look at our adult-only package. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get out, we're going to have some adventures, sporting clays, horseback riding, some Dutch oven meals, some mountain biking, all the fun stuff we do here down at the lodge, and it'll be kid-free and probably have some local cocktails involved also. So hope you'll support it and support the Conservancy.
The Flathead Lake Lodge has been a special part of the valley since 1945, and this is really an incredible opportunity for people to enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great package. This includes meals, 4 nights lodging, all the recreation that's included. Matter of fact, over the years, I've sold packages at Flathead Lake Lodge at signature events in Chicago and Minnesota. We've had remarkable bidding on this. It's a place that's known across the country. We're truly appreciative of the partnership and the generosity. Thank you, everyone, for the donation on our package number 4. And I think we're coming to the next one, Doug.
We're also delighted to have Ben and Christy Eisinger. That's our next package, Glenn. package number 5. And Ben and Christy have really an amazing offering. I'm going to try and go fishing with Ben here in the next little while, but watch this video and you'll want to bid for sure.
Hi, this is Ben Eisinger from Two Water Fly Shop in Sherman Lodge in downtown Kalispell. Nothing's more important than the park as far as my family is concerned. It's the heartbeat of where we live, it's what we do, and it's something we have to take care of forever. I really appreciate the Conservancy's support, everything they do to keep the park going and making it better. So today we're going to put up a full night stay in Sherman Lodge and a full day guided trip on the Flathead River. Let the bidding begin.
That's amazing. Thank you to Ben and Christy for that donation. It's a remarkable gift. Doug is agreeing to clean your fish, so I just added that to that package. So Doug, the price went up substantially since you're going to go and clean the fish. These packages are so good. I think I need to start bidding on these. And by the way, every time you bid, you're making a difference for us. We're moving the needle. We are raising more funds. It's a critical night for us. So thank you everyone for bidding. We have one final package. This is a package that Doug knows a lot about. Tell us the package that you and your wife are doing.
Let's spend some time in the park together. My wife Julie and I would like to invite 4 guests to join us next year for an incredible day of hiking, conversation, camaraderie, and a dinner at the Burton K. Wheeler cabin on Lake McDonald. It's really going to be a special time. We'll work out the dates together. We'll work out what kind of hike we want to have, what kind of food we'll have, but there's one thing that's not negotiable, and that's that there will be Julie Mitchell fresh baked pie. I got to tell you, that is alone worth the price of admission. Thanks for being interested in this auction item, and bid high.
You know, Glenn, this is going to be a great time for all of us, and I'm not just talking about the pie, although I did have a slice of rhubarb strawberry last night that was quite delicious. Just spending time in the park with people who cherish the park. Well, you know, there's nothing that Julie and I would rather do. The Wheeler Cabin is a special place to me and to Montana, and we can't wait to share it with park supporters. So Glenn, I think this concludes our live auction packages. The live auction is open until 7:30 and the silent auction is open until 8:30. So we're not over, and you can still make contributions through the live drive anytime.
Well, and let me just say this to you, Doug, and to your wife, Julie. Number one, thank you for your leadership. I have met many, many nonprofit leaders in my career. You're one of the most outstanding leaders. We are blessed to have you. If you bid on Doug's package, by the way, he knows every person in the state of Montana. So anyone you want to hear information about, you can talk to Doug that day. No, thank you for your leadership. It's a great package. Thank you, everyone, for bidding. The bids keep going higher. And listen to this, Doug. We have more gifts coming in. Thank you to the Beckleys who are making a gift in our live drive. The Vines are making a gift. The Mushkins, the Jespins, Jenny Clocher is making a gift, all from Whitefish. All of these gifts are coming in. Thank you for the contributions and the support for Glacier tonight. It's truly profound.
You know, and it's not just here in the Flathead, Glen, where support for Glacier is so treasured. Thank you to Kathleen Whitmire and Herb Baum of Greensboro, North Carolina, and to my dear friends Nicole and Don Donister in Great Falls. The impact of this place really has no boundaries, and neither apparently does your generosity. So thank you.
That's right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Let's get to $250,000 together. Every gift matters. We're making a difference, not just for Glacier, but the entire country right now. Have a fun time bidding. Keep those bids coming in. Thank you for your support.
You know, Glenn, we've got great supporters all over the country and really around the world. And I think as we started the evening, I promised that before we ended, we would unveil the work of art that you all helped create by sending in your images of Glacier National Park. You know, we all have that special image of the park in our mind, and thank you, many of you, for sending in literally hundreds of pictures that we have been able to compile in a collage to make one piece of art that I think you're really, really going to enjoy. So again, thank you for your support. Thank you for an incredible evening, apart but really together. What you've done tonight is truly remarkable, and we will be able to make sure that future generations, because of your generosity, are able to enjoy this special place. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.
Thank you for joining us tonight and for your inspirational generosity. You make this important work possible. Please stay safe and healthy, and we hope to see you on the trails again soon.